my bank account, and it could freeze yours too. The government has frozen my bank account, and it could freeze yours too. You have to listen to my story quick and fast because time is running out. A few days ago, I made a post on social media about a danger of having a chip implanted in my arm. I thought I was exercising my right to free speech. This morning, I woke up only to find that the video I posted was gone, and it was just the beginning of the nightmare. As I was trying to pay for my coffee, the microchip in my arm stopped working. I couldn't even pay for anything. And when I got back to my apartment, it locked me out too. Everything was in there, including my cat Misty. This is why I posted this video as a warning and a plea for help. The government has frozen my bank account.
Revelation 13:16-18. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that has the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Counted the number of the beast, which is 666, right? So 666, right? 603.6. So now in this little short video, we can really see what's happening. And we know that there's preachers that says it's June and there's no microchip and stuff like that, but it's not June yet. But can we imagine what June can bring? You never know, because the situations are moving so quick nowadays. The situations are escalating in such manner that we cannot really comprehend it, right? But first and foremost, all praise to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Wakakadash. Double honor to the apostle of Great Millstone that teaches the truth. Much love, honor, and appreciation to all that can preaching the truth and sincerity out there. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Right? So see, you can tell here, right? So she says that the CHIP that she has in her arm stopped working because of some videos or some content that she put on the web, and the Power That Bees didn't like it, so shut off everything she had, because everything is linked into it. Everything is linked into it. So your financial information is in it, your door, your house door is in it, your car door is in it. So if you locked out of there, you locked out everywhere. Your job can be in it, right? Medical information is in it. Everything is in it. So a lot of people that says that it's gonna be a white woman, it's gonna be sin, it's gonna be how can you buy or sell with a white woman, right? How can you buy or sell with sin? Oh, I sinned today. Oh, can I buy a loaf of bread now? Oh, but you didn't sin yesterday. I mean, you're just gonna get half the loaf, you didn't sin yesterday. You better go sin or sin more or something. You want more money? You want more bread? Sin more. Doesn't make no sense, right? Doesn't make no sense. But we know a lot of people, they cannot listen to the truth, right? Because the truth offends them. It offends them. Right? Let's go to Matthew 24, verse 10 and 12. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. First of all, one of the things that trigger these people with bad intentions, people really that the Lord did not approve, reprobates, is this word. Because whenever is the time that you're trying to go, hard on the word, you're trying to do more work and everything, for some reason there's gonna be some other spirits around you that will not approve, that will not like it, that will think that you're wasting your time, that will think that he's not as cool as before. There's something different about him. I don't know what it is, but I can't stand it. You know, why you can't be as before? You know, all those little comments. Well, those comments is just trying to tell you that, look, that new way that you are, it's not really what's in trend right now. Like, how about you get back to the trends mode? Like, the trend that the world is going after, which is pleasure, right? It's always about pleasure, and whenever it's time to do a little bit of sacrifice for whatever, even for their own self, like you want a nice car. Well, you gotta probably work really hard to get that car. Or you want a nice house. Well, you're gonna either you work really really hard to be able to afford that house, or you want to build something, you want to build that house. Well, it takes a lot of work to do it, right? Whatever it is. But most people nowadays, they like convenience, they like everything easy, everything um you know everything is ready, prepped and ready just for them in a platter or something, silver platter. And those type of ways of the people now is bringing a lot of confusions, bringing a lot of bad behaviors. There's a reason why the Lord makes the prophets, the apostles, the elders, the elect, to go through temptation, to go through hard times, because through hard times you get the opportunity to change your behavior. You get the opportunity to learn through experience. um 2 Timothy 3 verse 1 to 5. Okay, this know also, that in the last day perilous times shall come. A lot of people think that this time that's in now, it's gonna be good times. I had somebody told me not too long ago, well, all those things that you're talking about before, look, we're still here. Nothing happened. We're still here. But these people, they don't have the spirit to see things, the situation changing gradually on them. Everything is being working through gradualism, but they can't see it this way. So nothing really you can tell them. So just, well, oh well. When somebody don't believe, nothing you can really say to make them. And that's no, this is not the point anyways. Not to, what if some don't believe? Shall their incredulity make the prophecies not come to pass? The Lord forbid, right? Exactly. Okay, so let's go back to the verse. Perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, Disobedient to parents, that's a big one. Disobedient to parents. Unthankful. You can do whatever for them. It's like you owe them. That's the way that this society is about. They're all entitled of everything until the hard times come, and we know that the hard times come. It's gonna come. It's on the brink right now to just be, exploding out of control pretty soon. But people cannot see it until the time, it's too, I mean, like the situation is all chaotic. That's when they'll believe, because the Lord made them to be incredulous, to be unbelievers, to not be able to consider the signs of the time, right? Blasphemer, disobedient to parent, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, trust breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce. Fierce, yeah. I mean, especially these women nowadays. You're gonna go talk to them. You're gonna tell them, "Hey, look, I'm hungry. Make me a good plate of food, please." You came after you work like I don't know how many days. And 90% of those women's gonna tell you, "How about you do it yourself? Look, I'm gonna go do my nails or something. You know, I'm gonna go out with the girls. It's girls' night out, buddy." See, that's the way it is, right? Fierce, yeah. Despisers of those that are good, because they like evil. They love evil, right? Traitors, right? High-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. From such the elect are trying to turn away, because there's nothing good. That whole couple verse there's nothing good in it. There's nothing good in it. There's nothing good, because, I mean, how far can you go, to be unthankful, to be disobedient to parents, to be covetous, to be a lover of your own self? Like, there's not a traitor, lover of pleasure more than pleasure of God, the creator that created you, the creator that gave you everything. No, right? But we know that time would have to, that all that dark time would have to last for a certain moment, a certain time, because the Lord prescribed it this way, right? Let's go to Daniel 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words, and seal the book even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Knowledge is increasing right now because of the prophets that came out, the apostle that came out with with the proper doctrine, the proper understanding of the words. And because of that, the truth has been, spreading throughout the whole world, because in the end times, that's the time that we're in right now, and that's the time that the word of the Lord will be preaching throughout the whole world, and then the end will come. And we know that The time that we're gonna go into is gonna be some very heavy time. A lot of people cannot perceive it, cannot see it, cannot understand it, cannot comprehend it, cannot absorb it, and cannot accept it, because they have no faith. They have no faith in the word of the Lord. They have no faith in in anything really. They only have faith in them, but they know that they should know that their own strength, their own will not be able to save them. Riches do not save in the day of the Lord, right? Matthew 24 verse 21 and 22. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. For the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Because if it was for all the rulers, all those boasters, all those people, that made the weapons and selling the weapons and distribute the weapons, and everybody get a cut and everything, and they don't really care about the blood that's been spilled, right? These people, if they could, they would kill everybody. If they could, maybe just keep their own selves, and then end up like cross intermarrying among themselves, and then end up become all retarded at the end of the day, right? Because they do not know the way of the Lord's, and at the end of the day, they will always end up, killing each other. Because look at the situation of this world right now. Anybody who loves this world the way it's going, is part of this world, love this world, enjoy this world, is because they're wicked. Because there's nothing good out of this system, really. There's nothing that good coming out of it. There's nothing that gonna be profitable for any class of society to be able to prosper this way. There's no way, right? But how all this situation is gonna happen? We know that there's gonna be great tribulation, such as never was before in the time, and nor never shall be. But let's go to Luke 21 verse 11. See. Okay. And great earthquake shall be in diverse places, and famine and pestilence, and fearful sight, and great sign shall there be from heaven. And there's been maybe hundreds of sightings of UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord, and so many other sites. There's been some revelations. There's been some dreams. There's been all those type of things, because we know that in the end days that the Lord would pour His Spirit upon all flesh, right, to give them visions, so they will be able to testify the word of the Lord. This is another way for the Lord to communicate through people to people, to bring out His word, and to bring out His will, right? Okay, let's go to Jude 1 verse 18. Okay, how that they told you that there should be mockers in the last days, who should walk after their own ungodly lusts. These be they who separated themselves, right, having not the Spirit, right? These people, they separated themselves having no Spirit, having not the Holy Spirit on them, having not the godly apparel on them, and really they go after their own lust, right? They're because these people, they're just like worshiping themselves, right? It's just like, let's say you're in a relationship, right? You're in a relationship, let's say, right? How can that relationship ever go anywhere if one, right, one out of them two, let's say it's a couple, right, one out of them two, it's only looking after themselves, really? Like, if you look about the statistics and everything in relationship nowadays, that's pretty much what it is. Especially the woman is always looking after themselves. They don't really care that much about, like, what the men wants, what the kids want. Sometimes they're gonna take a decision knowing that it's gonna hurt the kids, but for their own egos, for their own love of themselves, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. And just like the word says, I'm not gonna pull out that scripture, but just like the word says that the woman is gonna do all her wickedness and is gonna look at you straight and say, I have done no evil. I have done no evil. This is the mindset of these type of people now, right? That's the mindset. Let's go to Jude 1 and 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering and vengeance of eternal fire. And we know that the in the end days is gonna be done by fire. It's gonna be a fiery destruction, and that's what's coming. That's what's coming to this world, because they go after their own lust. They go after fornication. All the stuff that's happening, it could be stopped. It could be stopped. The same way that they can pull out, like laws, uh, like out of thin air, you know, because whenever they pull out a law, is that first of all, before they pull out a law, they normalize certain things. They put it on TV. They put it on the propaganda, right? They put it on TV. They put it on whatever social media that they can, and so they can push this narrative, and then they pull out the law for it. The same way that they can normalize, adulterers or stuff like that, or like why there should be that many divorce and stuff. What is the problem with the system? Okay, is it because that we give too much advantages to a certain type of people, especially the woman, right? Or maybe we should stop that. Well, that's gonna cut the growth of divorces and stuff, and let's put some program to fix family issues. Let's put program to fix poverty issues. But this is not their emo. This is not the way that they're wired. The Lord did not create them to fix stuff. The Lord created them to do destruction. The Lord created them to bring the judgment, because that's all they can do. They cannot bring. How can the leopard change his skin? Leopard cannot change his skin, right? How can you make a lion eat straw? The lion's not gonna eat the straw, because the lion can get a good piece of meat, and then you trying to push him to eat straw. Well, it's not gonna work, right? Okay, but we know that we have to cleave unto the name of the Lord, the real name. Like so many people say, oh, the name doesn't matter. Yes, the name matter. Romans 10 verse 13, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Shall be saved, right? So there's no other name under the sun that you can call upon to get any redemption, to get any help, because it's not gonna come. And all those people that are calling on the J word, that's calling on the on the false gods, they will see that there is no savior. There is there's no power in this name. But it will be too late. It will be too late. Okay, let's go to Hosea 3 verse 5. Afterwards shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord, right? Their God, and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his godness, right? And his goodness in the latter days. In the latter days. Because we know that later on King David's gonna come, right? He's gonna come back in the kingdom with Yahushua. Yahushua will come back too, right? So we're gonna look for those the ways of the Lord, right? We're gonna seek and return to the Lord, that's what the nation of Israel is doing. First and foremost, the elect. First and foremost, the teachers, right? The 144,000 returning to the way of the Lord. Do we do it perfectly? No. The only one who did it was our Lord Yahushua. That's why we need him, right? We need him on every aspect, shape, form, right? Every aspect, shape or form, to be able to get saved, to be saved, right? So right, Joel 3 verse 1, for behold, in those days and in that time I shall bring the captivity of I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, because their captivity, their time, the evil that's been pronounced against the nation of Israel are fulfilled, just the same way that, O daughter of Zion, were to be destroyed. Happy shall ye be that rewarded the children of Israel with evil, with so much evil, but those days are fulfilled, and the iniquities that they have done shall come back upon their own head, right? Or daughter of Edom that has to be destroyed. So roughly paraphrasing that that verse there, and let's just hang out there, hanging there, do the best we can. We know sometimes we go off, but we always try to come back up the best we can. And with time and experience in this walk, we're gonna get the victory. We're gonna get the understanding. We're gonna get the proper drive to do the right thing. And sometimes we know that we cannot do everything that we want to do in the eyes of the Lord, but we ask for direction. We ask for forgiveness. We ask for um, whatever manners that can help us to get back in the proper path to be to stay stable. In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, right? And so we stay faithful the best we can to the best of our ability. And we're gonna try to enjoy this ride um, for what it's worth, and do the best that we can with the whole thing, the whole situation that's happening. And we know that it might look like maybe it's hard now, but it's probably the easiest time that we're gonna be in, because the like perilous time shall come. We're not really living in perilous time right now. So let's keep the faith, keep pushing, do the best that we can, and stay in the way of the Lord to the best of our ability. Hopefully this lesson have been edifying. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone that teach us this truth. Much love and appreciation to all the Akim elders preaching the truth and sincerity out there. Shalom to the hopefully elect.